you go ahead and read off this next topic?
Yes, this is about Steveson's potential return to the NCAA, and it's not looking that good. It's just been reported that he's now full-time at the WWE training center, not even the one they provided for him in Minnesota. It's down in Florida. And so, let's see here. He had an ablation on his heart that they discovered before the Olympics, and it sounds like this is pretty much they got surgery once the WWE recommended that he did that for the ablation, and now it's looking like maybe he'll just forget about the college wrestling and return to that.
Which is crazy to me because he was putting up like posts with his rings. He was putting up that
pretty recently.
He put up that video of him doing a backflip and saying something like alluding to him coming back, and like he made so many different posts making it seem like he's coming back. So I'm like, either he's coming back or he wants some attention.
Yeah.
But I would have put my money this summer that he was coming back. And then this article kind of comes out, which he hasn't really addressed this article at all. I would love to have him on the show. Or maybe he'll go on Ariel Helwani or something like that and talk about it. But another thing with Gable is he always likes to allude like he's going to do something, whether he's actually going to or not. He likes to keep the people guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I think seeing the way that the heavyweights, how it went at Worlds at heavyweight would have made him want to come back and wrestle a little bit, because I felt like if you watched it this year, there was a lot of guys who didn't perform maybe at the expectation that most people would have predicted, or that maybe Gable would have predicted. And so maybe he would come back and be like, let me go get another world title, or let me come back in 2024. So let me just wrestle for another few years and then readdress this thing. But the health thing kind of throws a whole wrench in the whole system. So
yeah, and I mean, it doesn't really address the extent of like what this injury did for him while he was still competing and stuff like that, how much it affected him. And it doesn't really directly address if like anything about college wrestling. The only thing that makes me doubt him coming back is just, I mean, it's the off season, but him being in Florida as opposed to the training center provided for him in Minnesota while he finished his schooling. That's the only thing that kind of sways me. Otherwise, I would think this is kind of more smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, I would also say that there was an article that came out like a month or two ago about how the WWE wasn't very happy with where Gable was at that point, and they didn't talk about this health thing. So now that the health thing came out, it kind of makes more sense. And then maybe he's able to do what the WWE needs him to do now that he's had this surgery. Did he get surgery? Do you know? Does it say?
I mean, they make it seem as though he did.
I know that they said that they were going to the WWE was going to be in control of which doctors he was going to use to make sure that he had the best plan and stuff like that. So
he underwent some procedure. So, yeah.
Because didn't it say it left like scar tissue on his heart or something wild?
Yeah, something like that.
This is a Mike Coppinger article on ESPN as well, which is pretty cool to even see Gable Steveson getting articles written by people like Mike Coppinger.
Right here, if you want to know a little bit more about it, a rare congenital heart defect present at birth in which an extra electrical pathway causes a rapid heartbeat. And so they do a procedure that uses small burns or freezes to cause scarring on the inside of the heart to help break up the electrical signals. So they're basically injuring the heart to make it not perform at such a high rate.
Interesting. I don't think that I think the MMA thing, that whole ship is gone. I don't think that that really shows much interest for him, but I think right now he's just going to the WWE. I think it's over. Maybe we'll see him come back for a year in 2024 and try to do that, but
that'd be insane.
Who knows? I mean, that's so far away that who knows what would happen between now and then.
Right. Yeah. For me right now, my bet is that he doesn't return.
I feel like he doesn't fully know either. Like why wouldn't you come out and say, well, I don't know. I mean, the obvious thing for him is be like, well, I put my shoes on the middle of the mat. Like, it's over. But then why go and make those posts afterwards and make us
it seems so
go back and forth.
Clear that he was going to come back. My money was on him coming back before I saw this too. So
same.
Yeah.
But he just hasn't came out and said it yet.
Right.
All right, let's move on The next one is